Morale Division Chief here in ElizabethTown, Kentucky, home base of Morale Division and all over the world. I hope everybody's having a great week. It's gonna be Remembrance Weekend, Memorial Day weekend. We got things to do. There's gonna be a concert going on in Radcliffe near Baptist Church. It's ready for the troops.org. Can't go wrong for there. Rolling Stones is gonna be there. Free food. Got something coming up in May 28th, motorcycle rally here in Elizabethtown for the weekend. Can't go wrong there. What better way to support the troops and everybody else with morale than have a nice concert and everything else going on, picnics, kids caboose, something for the kids and everybody else. So stay tuned, keep watching, stay positive with God. Every 10 seconds, someone's life saved by watching this channel. While it reminds them of themselves, what they miss, what they lack. Wholeheartedly from someone as real, Quebec cares, the one and only Casanova here in E-Town that cares about you while saving lives. Speaking of which, all you soldiers out there, I hope to God you have 1-800 crisis communication, especially those downsizing, even deployed. Yes, even deployed. There's no stopping downsizing units. Okay, you could be standing there next to platoon, all of a sudden you get picked to go to that platoon. Have a nice day. That quick. I feel for you. You're new. You don't know who it is next to you. Think of that movie, We Were Soldiers, the parade field. Look what we got here, seen with Colonel Moore, and feel better when you remember that part, okay? Saving Private Ryan level here. Nothing in life is ever fair. It's not till something happens. So someone steps in and saves the day, and it's a hunky-dory day with a bear hug. Carrying on, you like my shirt? It makes Van Gogh, Picasso have a heart-on up there. How do you like that? I did this myself. Marvelous colors. I'm a Barnes and Noble's concert goer dad, Shania Twain, single father living here in E-Town by myself. And this big old Playboy pad. While keeping perverts and underground dwellers and this health fraud female voice bigot illegally near my house away. Hopefully her diaper problems are not on my porch roof interior or hiding anywhere else. We don't need any of that nonsense here on my property, my house. Thank you, because real women come by and they don't appreciate Miss illegally trying to use people to make a daddy look bad publicly or try to steal his identity through them trick. I don't think anyone likes being used to break into people's homes. That's not how it goes around here, not even kids. If you see something, say something, neighbors, together making this community better every day, because I'm the only one living at 328 Helm Street, like the helmet. Here in Elizabethtown, in my big Playboy Notting Hill Pride and Prejudice pad here for years. If they see anyone loitering underneath or on the roof, they need to report them. They don't have any business hiding under there, waiting to use that place as a lookout because they have some sort of meth problem or what have you. I didn't give you permission to be under there or in my attic. If you see anything, y'all neighbors need to keep an eye out for each other. All it takes is 5 minutes. While trying to save lives and help people better their world every day, every hour, every minute. To current news and events. From one country, singer to Dolly Parton and everybody else. I hear she has a new roller coaster ride. Y'all should check her out, Dollywood.com. Shania Twain, Alan Jackson's coming to E-Town, Elizabethtown here. Y'all should check him out, etownconcerts.com. Can't go wrong. Seats are selling fast, so hang in there. It helps Elizabethtown out. Much loves to all you people locally here that I reach out wholeheartedly from the Vibe Coffee Shop, the Tavern, the Museum of Elizabethtown. Y'all should check that out. General Patton you think is big, you should see the inside of Elizabethtown's historic museum that's open on Saturdays around noon. Check that out. God bless them and everybody else I support. Everybody to the Wicked Woman Restaurant, to the South Restaurant and everybody else, South Inn Restaurant. to St. James and everybody else, that church I go to right here in E-Town, and everybody else that support morale, who will take part in saving lives and preventing suicides. I ran into somebody who drives me around, who knows JFK Jr. here and everybody else, that one of her family members killed themselves the other day. I gave her a big bear hug and gave her one of my flyers. I told her to take you home. With God, we'll get through this together. Hopefully nobody else follows the same route. You know, we watch this stuff on the news, but we don't ever think it happens to you until the ball drops. And then you're like, bam. You know, why did they do such a sincere act without, you know, I wish I could have talked to them. I wish I could have saved their life. I wish I could have done a lot of things. I could have sat there and read the Bible in front of them, kind of thought in their minds. And they're not alone. They're not the last. Care Bear cares. That's exactly what it means. Casanova cares. Speaking of which, I have a 7-year-old son I'm in the process of getting back. I need donations to help with that. See, Biscuit, you ever seen The Rainmaker? Attorneys are serious bodyguards. They're karate chops, but they also cost. So please donate to my cause. Trying to get 7-year-old back from Miss Don't Care How He Feels being deported in Florida. She doesn't take any response to communication. Didn't go to my grandmother's funeral. Got stood up for coming down there twice. Paid for the airline tickets. She threw all that away. Didn't even come outside. Didn't even come take a 1-hour lunch break. Didn't even go do a 1-hour, 5-minute bathroom break. Stood me up in front of her boss just to say hi to my son I haven't seen in 8 years. Does that humorously, all for deportation help, or you don't get to see your kid clear as day kind of routine for the last 8 years. I'm rejecting her employment status. Her stuff's expired. Her Visa card's expired. Her passport's expired. ID's expired. Being deported. Hence, what's the holdup? Obviously came here for the wrong reasons, thought she could brainwash some people and force her way into the U.S. Clear as day. Concert Daddy, Shania Twain Concert Dad, watches Wheel of Fortune. Oh wait, Law and Order CSI. Heck, he knows the human anatomy, has a psychology book in his living bedroom. On the floor. Next to Michael and Kelly and everybody else. I support Children's Foundation, St. Jude's. We all should watch YouTube more often. That way you wouldn't look so uneducated in Florida or Orlando, huh? You know, because I'm trying to communicate, hand my son over politely. Because, you know, most people are telling me I should press charges for harassment because using the power of attorney law that was passed recently in Florida stipulates the fact that I'm his legal guardian. She has no rights. She's being sent home by force. Her days are numbered. Hence, why are you still walking with my son after 8 years when I didn't give you any permission to do squat with him? Even now, I'm not giving you permission to take him to school, take him anywhere. You don't call, you don't write, you don't communicate. You stood me up humorously just for coming down there in front of all your peers. Heck, there's not a woman on that whole Florida state who doesn't know you by heart. Is not fooled by your nice show of performance every day. I don't think they're fooled, not even in the car while trying to say some fudge cake words because you're not holding my son correctly or doing something to mess up his darn day. And I don't want you near him, neither does anybody else, because they don't want him being brainwashed years later. It's the same crap sick joke of, let's hurt the person so we can see what we can get out of him trick through him, of course, the kid. Donate to help get my son back from being held hostage from Myra Sioson, S-I-O-S-O-N, in Tampa, Florida, who works at Steinmart. It shouldn't be too hard for immigration judge to put the hammer down and put an end to this nonsense once and for all. Clear as day, who used this person right here all for immigration through his son trick. Deliberately. Humorously for years. They do this humorously. And her relatives have no say in my son's welfare. I'm his legal guardian. Hand my kid over. I don't appreciate the crap or this stuff I'm recycling that was sent from you directly, Myra. You're not getting a dime from me. Do you know why? I just said why. You don't call, you don't write, you don't involve me in his doctor's appointments, you don't involve squat. You stood me up just for coming down there, stood me up some more. I can't even see my son without your selfish little heart getting in the way of it all because you use your work to blow me off. You didn't even come outside. Normal girlfriends would come outside and use a 5-minute high trying to get away from work trick. No, not you. You make that guy stand out there for an hour for no reason. Publicly, okay? The publicly humiliate the dad trick doesn't work here, not even for somebody who goes to concerts. Watches Wheel of Fortune, and granted, I mean, that's from a guy who launches fireworks in the rain in front of a whole downtown Nashville. There's not a soul on this earth I wouldn't do for somebody, and I don't appreciate the illegal use of my son just to get at me trick either. I mean, you've been doing that since day one. You're being deported. There's no stopping. I haven't signed anything for the last 8 years, and everything that I did sign, I'm rejecting. I mean, I want you sent home. I don't even want you walking with my kid. Neither do parents driving by that same route you take from your work. You know why? They don't feel sorry for you. They know you stood me up at my grandmother's funeral. You used the work, same excuse. Who cares? You know. So be it. You didn't even care to show up at my first meeting with my parents. You used your work to blow that off too. I paid for the airline tickets. I remember that years ago. I mean, you made it clear to everybody you don't give a squat what happens to me, even if I'm roadkill on a street somewhere. You keep look at my son, because you know if you don't take care of him, you get in trouble kind of feeling. Yeah, that goes on humorously throughout the day. But you know what? Everybody catches on sooner or later. They're not fooled. They want my son back in my care, my custody. You're being sent home. There's no stopping that. I don't even want you with him, okay? By law, power of attorney-wise, being his legal guardian, and since you don't involve me in anything, you don't involve me in Christmas, I haven't got one card to this date, his birthdays for the last 8 years, no school reports, no nothing. You can look at the room here, it's barren. Barren with what I bought for him, his clothes, my stuff in my house, my property right here, that clearly show Daddy knows what's best for his son, even though she's using him, trying to get what little excuse temporary status she can out of being sent home, because poor niece is being sent home regardless. There's no stopping that. Okay, you might as well pack now and save that Orlando judge some headache, because she's looking at you sternly. I don't think she's fooled anymore. Okay, you came here for the wrong reasons, thought you could use a soldier innocently. I don't even want the next victim hurt by your charade little sick plan, brainwashing scheme. I did the one thing Jesus would have done years ago, had he been through this same crap treatment that I uphold to this day. I keep him going with God's love. I use all this I've been through as an example. I mean, think about it. Would you allow someone who uses your kid to get at you trick to be near your son or daughter for years, and then when you make the effort to go see him or take care of him, you get stood up publicly and humiliated every time? Would you allow one more hour with that person to have your son or daughter next to them? I don't think so. Some people are 9/11 diehards like myself. They don't even want you with the kid. They want you in jail, where you belong, till the day you're sent home. They can do that in Tampa. All I have to say is one word. Hey, please go get that person, put her in jail in handcuffs. Her stuff's expired, so is her employment status, okay? I'm not... I'm not gonna allow this charade to continue one more hour or one more day. I mean, good luck trying to get what you can out of me. You're getting zero. I'll fight tooth and nail. I mean, I'll have you arrested just for trying. It's called harassment. I can do that. I can have you arrested right now. In fact, I think that's a great idea. Why don't y'all go down there and arrest her? Go down there and arrest her and put her where she belongs. That way it save this daddy a future headache for years to come, minding my own business and try to do what's best for my son for years, who hasn't got even so much as a thank you out of this sick little joke. I've been single for 9 years and counting, and there's a beautiful woman who knows how to treat a guy much better than you could ever do, possibly all your relatives or your ex-husband somewhere nearby. And this other little nonsense that you tried pulling that I told the whole world about to make sure they never did go through this kind of crap over a barbecue day ever again. I did the one thing nobody would think of until it dawned on them like lightning strikes Care Bears. And brothers know lightning don't even stop this, brother. I walk from Barnes and Nobles in the rain, and lightning hit strikes 3 times. And says, hey, that man's gifted. Obviously, I sent it the very best down here. Y'all better take care of him. Ghost Mealy, Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore, Whoopi Goldberg levels here. He's psychic, far sight. He can look at you dead center and know exactly where and how to help you better your well. I do it every day without even trying. There's not a soul on this earth, parent, family member, child in need of a parent I've not crossed and still help to this day. By the way, some of you kids are graduating out there, those without parents. Let me tell you something. This daddy's real proud of you. Much love. From a real friend who knows how it feels to be there without Easter and hoping to God someone shows up and you're looking over your shoulder. Same feeling someone at an airport gets coming back from deployment, hoping someone's standing there clapping instead of nobody standing there feeling. It's the same feeling. I said it for you. Now, future reference, I hope to God, A, you're thinking about enlisting in the military, 30 days paid vacation, volunteering. West Point has a nice scholarship. You all should check that out for the love of God. Ferris Bueller level doesn't even warm with my sense of humor, as direct and honest as I am. While asking for donations, help Daddy here get his 7-year-old Christopher Morehouse back from Tampa, Florida, headache-free and misery-free, with all the grief and crap treatment I've ever been through, just even knowing that person for the last 8 years, and into her charade once and for all. Let's also have a nice little tea party on that, ladies, down in Hyde Park. God bless y'all. I miss y'all a great deal down there. There's a bar woman right there knows this sense of humor real well. She can't stop laughing. She knows. Care Bear says something out of the ordinary. Okay, y'all see lightning. Y'all should go down to Florida sometime. When it hits the sidewalk and then bounces off, then y'all can call that lightning. Care Bear don't stand there, have a glass of wine, or hold a firework and a cookie in your mouth. Better you than me on his face expression, okay? That's lightning. Heck, lightning don't even stop this person from knowing how to party and knowing how to care for a kid in need and make people laugh with the grace of God. I mean, come on. I've been through so much crap treatment. What more can someone do hanging a guy out to dry on a cross for being near his beloved son? Let's put an all into this nightmare once and for all and donate to Navy Federal Credit Union with my name on it, Russell Morehouse. Make all your donations versus the IRS taking it at the end of the year during the holidays. Which would it be? I think I'd rather donate. If every base donated doggy dollars from here to Fort Worth, Fort Bragg, like I hope you all do, it would greatly help my 7-year-old be back in my presence, my custody, because again, to leave him in her custody would mean what? Another year of silence? Another year of who cares? I'm not involving him with school, doctor's notes, anything. He's not going to get any of that. kind of crap treatment that I've already prepared myself 8 years already, counting, not even a phone call. That's why he's not near his cell phone, Chiefs, at all. If someone did that to you, I don't think you'd be near a cell phone either. While being reminded what trophy crap treatment on a fireplace is all about. And keeping a straight face as direct as cut as it gets with God's love for all of you. I'd rather it be me to go through that kind of treatment just to be near my beloved son for being a decent human being on this earth than see any of you women ever hurt like that. I'd rather spit flames. There's not a soul on this earth or Maximum magazine woman cover who's not just a cover magazine. That's a decent human being. That's someone posing who knows this face real well. I wouldn't trade any of you in for nobody, okay? And you always have a home here. Not just Kate Upton over there on my living room wall, whose brightly smiled face lights up my morning like everybody else who sit there and smile at me. To this nice new addition. Do you see that, kids? Who's that right there? Oh, that would help some of you darlings not be such a big chicken when you come over. It doesn't just happen in books, huh? Or Cinderella, Walt Disney movie. Still the best. Of course, nothing beats this one. Look at that. Who could that be? That's the Lizzie right there. Grandma. Family member support of a supporter. She gets around. Oh, look at her. She don't even look her age. She looks way younger. It gets even better. Golly, I think someone's blushing way over in Wales. Oh, who's that right there? Look at here. He even gets surrounded by a helicopter. He tries to blend in like I do. Does it work? No. You're all lucky I'm on your side, because if I was, say, wearing Robin Hood, y'all never find me in that force. I'd be throwing popcorn from a tree like the good old days of Roe. Oh, and everybody else I uphold. When you family members of family I call family come around, God bless you all. I hope you all are having a marvelous time in London. And remember one thing, God is good to us all. Meanwhile, carrying on here, I'd appreciate if y'all donate. That way I can put an end to this nonsense once and for all. Again, donate to my name, Russell Morehouse, and donate to Navy Federal Credit Union. Every dollar helps me get my son back a lot quicker instead of being deprived one more year of silence intentionally because she came here for the wrong reasons. And that light bulb of a dawn's early light needs to come on to some heads down there in Florida. This was planned all along. It's a sick practical joke, all to help poor little niece stay temporarily in the U.S. as deported as it was. She's being sent home, deported. There's no stopping the time clock here. That's 9 years I'm counting. Again, didn't even show up to my grandmother's resting place. Blows me off humorously just for trying to get near my son. Her relatives have no business interfering with my kid's welfare. I don't even want him near the period. I don't want him being brainwashed for future years later to hurt some girl, God forbid. I don't even want her here in the U.S. doing this to some innocent new victim. The same garbage just for what little please help me through hurting him through his kid deal. Like some chess piece, okay? Some smart boss peers told me to wait it out years ago. I've been waiting. And somewhere in the back of their head, they're thinking maybe that wasn't such a great idea anymore. Because obviously she's doing this intentionally to get what she can out of the guy, and it's not working. Honestly, my dad made sure we weren't born yesterday on what being hurt through a kid feels like. Again, while supporting the troops, preventing suicides, and carrying on with God's love, please donate. Every bit helps. From here to Europe, Washington, donate. Every bit helps versus the IRS taking your tax returns and saying thanks for everything. Well, even donate. Which would you rather? I think I'd rather donate to a good cause for some army dad trying to get his kid back legally, and it's going to be a serious high thank you win here because, again, I don't appreciate the fudge cake nonsense crap treatment just to be near my son. You have no business sending paper garbage to me. Trying to, after asking politely Orlando immigration judge on Facebook, see the Facebook letter I wrote to immigration again? As for asking them polite to hand me back my son because power attorney, I can do that. It's my right. I'm using that law. It's new. Y'all should check that new law out. It rules. Seriously. Marvelous. It just makes everything go whoosh. God. I don't think they care about old stuff. They care about Care Bear's dad here, who's being hurt intentionally just to be near that little boy. They see this clear as day. They don't even want her walking with him. That's even at the mall, okay? Thanks to those cool, sexy mamas down there and those who want to be mom, keeping an eye out, who read John Walsh's bio book and making sure that little junior is well looked after until he's back in my house, even so. I want my son Christopher Morehouse in Kentucky State. I've been living here for years. Let's not lie here. Or fudge cake nonsense. Okay, let's end this lying little charade. Because someone's been doing a lot of lying, a lot of forgeries. And I haven't signed squat for the last 8 years, not even his enrollment in school. Which means someone better cough up my son right now. Says some 9/11 diehards who are going to be coming down that direction momentarily. Who don't appreciate the using the guy soldier and tell him to kiss off, hang him out to dry on a cross like Jesus went through from Palmas, only to be reborn for forgiveness of our sins treatment, just to be near the one person he brought into this world too, his son, while saving lives, going to concerts, and singing country songs with a Cherokee flute, or green berets in the rain in front of nice flags like at Fort Knox, and making people laugh. I mean, nobody in the right mind would allow that to continue one more day, one more hour, without looking at that person's sterling and their passport expired, visa card expired, being deported, ID expired. Why is she not still on the street? How come she's not where she's supposed to be, facing till the day she's sent home by force? Can anyone ask that question? Because I like her in handcuffs, not near my son. Now would be nice. While donating to a great cause and helping me get it back lawfully in a nice way. I support cops to crime prevention to everybody. Let's make this happen, okay? Because every hour, again, is an hour I can't get back with two grandmas in heaven who don't miss a thing. They've been watching Jeopardy like me and Wheel of Fortune since I was a little schoolboy. Indiana Jones here, his age, okay? Yeah, I know what's best for my son. I'm just not willing to be hurt through him anymore. 8 years and counting, I think, is enough grief and misery they've caused Myra Sioson's family for years. I know a lot of you ladies want to reach through here and give me a hug. Y'all better hang in there. I'm trying very hard to cheer y'all up. Kids too. Y'all need to hang in there. Okay, I'm saying some serious prayers, not just reporters watching this who don't think this is humorous anymore and want a means to end. John Q, City of Angels movie favorites right here, Dad, kind of Dad, the Notebook guy. There's a woman out there who has kids and wants kids, then as a real full figured, who's not going to hesitate to knock on this door anymore because she's seen clear as day this isn't humorous for him to be by himself anymore. I mean, hello. He saves the world, goes to concerts. Oh wait, he has a psychology Playboy magazine in his bedroom. Obviously knows Dottie Hill, Pride and Prejudice diehards. He's DJ Casanova on iTunes, the poet guy. He makes Paris smile and feel appreciated, not left out to dry kind of feeling like some ladies. He's right where you left him last. Oh wait, he knows how to sing a tune, Amazing Grace, through rain parking lots and carries on like everybody else, and he's right where you left him. He doesn't treat you like garbage, doesn't treat you like crap, cares about redhead and everybody else. Oh wait, he makes people smile in royal families. He calls families even in Spain their family too, Sally Raven. He's Star Wars King. Obviously knows what's best for his little boy. Let's make that happen, shall we? Much love. In the meantime, stay tuned. We got some Bible reading to go through, some catching up. While I'm sitting here, we're thinking of a rock guitar tune and listening to country music. Much love. Care Bears Cares Homes here in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Donate. Make your donations to my name and donate directly to Navy Federal Credit Union. That way they don't get lost in the mail. Every bit helps. Make sure it ends up at Navy Federal Credit Union. In my name, Russell Morales. They know who this is. I've been supporting them even in the rain. I walk there. I show people it's okay to get home safely from Barney's and Nobles while watching Wheel of Fortune and everything else. And carry on with God's love. To country singers, Dolly Parton. She's got a new roller coaster ride. Y'all should check that out. Dollywood.com. God bless. There's always something going on in Elizabethtown. For somebody who doesn't take crap for nobody and carries on with a straight face. Somebody has to. You all been praying for an end to misery, famine, cancer, and everything, right? Well, God sent his best. He obviously took notes from the last Joe of the Ark. He made this one extra special here. Like I said, lightning don't even stop this brother at a nightclub. They say don't strike 3 times. Oh yeah, some real serious ladies beg to differ here. They watch Tom Cruise into the World of the Ends movie, and they look at Care Bears. I beg to differ here. God making sure y'all know psychic Care Bears walking around the street for his help, General Pat Jr.